News Bay Area at 3 o'clock for the Blue Angels show. It's going to be amazing, especially since the weather's so great. The skies are clear, they're blue. You're going to be able to see everything.
And that's it for us. So right now we are going to wrap up the parade of ships right here on Fleet Week Friday. We'll be right back on KPIX for our noon show. We'll see you then.
Marvel at the speed, the power, and the amazing acrobatics. The Navy's Blue Angel Show today at 3 p.m. on KPIX and CBS News Bay Area. This is Fleet Week Spectacular Friday on KPIX and CBS News Bay Area.
Oh, and welcome to Fleet Week Spectacular Friday. We're coming to you live from the air show where we are waiting for the Blue Angels to roar over the bay as we give you a beautiful look at the Golden Gate Bridge on this Friday afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm Ryan Yamamoto.
I'm Elizabeth Cook. Welcome. We are here at the St. Francis Yacht Club here in San Francisco, where the Blue Angels have some absolutely spectacular clear blue skies to work with. We really lucked out today.
Yeah, we did luck out. And here's a little preview of what you are about to see. Our chopper caught them in action during their practice flights. This was yesterday. If you didn't see them, you probably heard them all over town, as this year's Fleet Week is dedicated to the late Senator Dianne Feinstein, who first brought this event to San Francisco back in 1981.
And this is so fitting because this year a woman is making history at Fleet Week. Lieutenant Commander Amanda Lee will be flying jet number 3, and she is the first female member of the Blue Angels demonstration team.
And our very own pilot and meteorologist Jessica Birch, she got a chance to go up the Angels earlier this week.
Now, Jess, I can't wait to hear what your experience was like, because that must have been an absolute blast, but was it a little scary at times?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm still not sure why they sent the Army helicopter pilot to go up and do Mach 1 just that casually over our California coastline. Oh yeah, you know, just a random Wednesday, right? But it was such an amazing experience, guys. We took to the skies so fast. We directly went vertical from the Oakland airport and immediately went to 5,000 feet, went out to the coast, started doing flips, barrel rolls, everything all across the board. And it was so amazing. As you take a look right now at what this looks like, it was wild to experience just being upside down, to be able to pull that many G's, to have that experience. And you know, the Blue Angels are flying today. We are gearing up right now out at the Marina Green. And wow, the crowd is packed right behind me. The skies are blue. The temperatures are sitting at 87 degrees right now. So yeah, it's a little hot. I think we've got used to it at this point. But flying with the Blue Angels, Thomas Zimmerman, Lieutenant Commander Thomas Zimmerman, I was just talking to him earlier. It was a wild experience to think that they do this for their career. You know, these Navy soldiers, or these Navy sailors all across the Bay Area have been flying for the past couple days, gearing up for today. Today is the first day of the air show for Fleet Week 2023, and we are ready. Everyone at this audience is gearing up. You hear the laughter, you hear the crowd right behind me. And as we head into this afternoon, getting ready. There's Fat Albert right behind me right now, getting ready to fly over the bay. This is a sight to see. I'm going to have more on that coming up in a bit, but Ryan, Liz, I'm going to send it back to you.
Jess, I want to go back to your trip, though, with the Blue Angels and what that was like, just the feeling of being on that jet. Was there a moment where your stomach kind of dropped and you felt sort of like an out-of-body experience?
Absolutely. Multiple times, and that's the thing too. There were multiple times where I thought to myself, okay, I need to ask the pilot to just go straight and level for a second so I can catch my breath, because the last thing I need is for it to be a bad experience. You know what I mean? The Blue Angels, you know, they're such an amazing crew. They have so much camaraderie, and it's such... Go ahead.
No, I was just saying you put that very professionally.
Yes.
You were able to hold on to your lunch.
Yes, the video that
Which
you
was
saw,
really
you know, that exactly. Well, I didn't have lunch. That was the thing. I purposely made sure I didn't, just in case. We ended up pulling 5 Gs. We went upside down. We broke the sound barrier. Oh my gosh, what that aircraft can do, it is wild. And as an aviator myself, I never thought I'd experience something like that. So that, I mean, #1 bucket list. I'm happy. Life is good now. The Blue Angels are about to take off soon, and it is going to be such a sight. Go ahead.
And Jessica, take me through that. What is it like to break the sound barrier?
So you would think, right, being in the aircraft, you would think that it would be crazy and loud, and no, the sound is behind you. So honestly, you're just straight and level flying, and that's it. You felt you were going fast, but that was truly it. There wasn't any crazy, it was almost anticlimactic in a way, but I mean, still cool to say that you got to fly Mach 1, right?
Oh, my
definitely.
Goodness. Can't even imagine. All right, we got to get to break because we're going to have the show coming up, but stay with us. The Blue Angels coming up right after this.
This is Fleet Week Spectacular Friday on KPIX and CBS News Bay Area.
And welcome back to this Fleet Week Spectacular Friday. And we're gonna have that big moment coming up in just a bit. But if you can see behind me right now, I don't know where it went. It's a huge plane. It's a C-130 cargo plane. But our very own Matt Lively from our sports department is on that plane right now. He's not just hanging out with the Blue Angels and hanging out. He is part of this air show.
Yeah, and he's going to bring some more pictures from his incredible day later on this evening on our 8 and 9 o'clock news on KPIX5. But we're kind of waiting. We're on standby here, waiting for the official Blue Angels to take to the skies. Of course, there's been an air show going on since the parade of ships ended earlier this afternoon, but it's been such a treat to just be here. The weather is perfect. As you see, the wind is kind of picked up a little bit. It's definitely warm out here. here, but it's an absolute picture perfect day for this air show.
We couldn't ask for a better day, especially after last year. We had that fog that rolled in. I remember the Friday show was cut a little bit short, and then the Saturday and Sunday shows, those were actually canceled because of the weather. But today is a good day.
It is a good day. And another person who has maybe the second best view of the house, second only to maybe you there at home, because we're giving you all the best pictures, but that's Jessica Birch, who is live at Marina Green, and she's going to be watching. Jess, you're going to be watching the Blue Angels, but you know what it's like to actually be on the plane. Oh, there goes one.
I do, and I'm sorry, I'm just a little distracted. Look how low Fat Albert is flying right now, just over the water. We are at the Marina Green right now. We are gearing up, getting ready for the Blue Angels to take flight. They're taking off out of Oakland Airport, and they're going to give such a great show. These blue skies with the Blue Angels right around the corner. It is going to be a sight to see. And Ryan, Liz, you mentioned it. Last year, I was reporting out here, same time, everything was the same. Those foggy conditions just ruined it. I mean, we were able to see some of it. Yes, you know, the United flight, they weren't able to do all their maneuvers. Same thing with the Blue Angels. But this year, all 3 days, we are gearing up for success. We're currently sitting around 87 degrees right now. It is a warm day. We're actually under a heat advisory here in the Bay Area, from San Francisco all the way down into San Jose, right back up into Oakland. All of us currently dealing with temperatures anywhere around 15 to 20 degrees above average. We're not used to this heat during this time of year, but I'm looking at the audience right behind this camera right now. Everyone's pretty much wearing tank tops. Everyone's gearing up with sunscreen hats. I see a couple umbrellas. People are smart. They know what to do. This is our, late summer that we get here in the Bay Area. And these blue skies, oh my gosh, it's perfect for a day like today, as those Blue Angels are gearing up within the next 5 minutes and getting ready to take off.
So Jess, obviously the Blue Angels doing their show today. What is the weather going to be like on Saturday and Sunday?
Saturday, a little bit cooler than today. Still sunny as can be. Sunday, a little bit of clouds are going to start rolling in. That's my only concern. That marine layer sometimes will creep just right next to the Golden Gate Bridge. But honestly, the way that I'm expecting it to be, we'll still see clear skies near Alcatraz all throughout the bay. So they're going to get a good show, no matter what.
Fabulous. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, Jess. And the military is taking advantage of new technology to better train pilots for a fraction of the cost.
Yeah, without all the added dangers that come with training in a real plane. Lauren Toms shows us how.
It's crafted out of items that can be purchased at any big box tech store, and it's used like a video game. But at the Defense Innovation Unit in Mountain View, contraptions like this are being used to train our fighter pilots.
To have access to something like this is just a total game changer. Lightweight, deployable, stick them on an aircraft carrier, and stick them in a tent in the desert.
Alex Horn has been flying massive C-17 aircraft for the Air Force for 10 years, but when he was first training, his resources looked different than they made today.
The joke we always say is I had a plunger between my legs as the stick, and maybe like a milk carton as the throttle, and you sit there and you close your eyes and you do what's called chair flying.
It's a window of opportunity for the military, taking advantage of high-end innovation happening across Silicon Valley and applying it to advanced military training.
As long as you make the problem set fun enough, they come swarming, and they just love it.
It's critical for keeping our military at the forefront of readiness, says former DIU head and Air Force pilot Raj Shah.
I was on my first combat deployment to Iraq. I'm flying an F-16, which is an amazing airplane, but it didn't have a moving map GPS. And at 500 miles an hour on the Iranian and Iraqi border, that's something you really want to know as a pilot.
As technology was advancing in the Bay Area, our warfighters were stuck in the past.
But that same year, I could come back stateside, get a predecessor to an iPad, and for a $100 piece of software, know exactly where I was. And so the real question was, why do we have such a separation between what I can get commercially and what you can get in the military?
That problem was later solved through the Defense Innovation Unit. Created in 2015, it serves as a connection point between private companies and the Pentagon. Their goal is to identify products that could be used by the military and accelerate the acquisition process.
It can take years to actually get the funds, and a lot of these companies around here don't have the time to sit around and wait for that.
Nothing can replace the feeling of training in an actual jet, and Horn says the concept of virtual reality training wasn't initially welcomed by pilots.
Pulling the G's, sweating, just kind of that really high-paced environment. Now, what we've actually found, if you can make the simulator realistic enough, you can really transport the human mind into another world.
But it's that boundary-pushing innovation that's helping our pilots break barriers.
I think if we are going to move the needle, and if we are going to have a chance in a what we call a peer-to-peer conflict, we need to lean all the way in.
Pairing warfighters with the tech world to create a new standard for our military.
And we're getting really excited right now because only a few minutes ago we heard that the Blue Angels did take off from the Oakland International Airport, and we could see them out of the corner of our eyes kind of skirting the hills of the East Bay Hills as they're heading north right now. And at some point they're going to make a left and then make a U-turn. And when they make their appearance over the San Francisco Bay, they're going to come over the Angel Island and come over Alcatraz, and then they're going to buzz the city just to say hello to San Francisco.
It's quite the entrance, and we're told they're going to start probably in about a minute or so, but there's some people that we want to make sure that you're looking for when you're watching this show. One of them is Lieutenant Commander Scott Goosens. He's actually from here in the Bay Area, went to St. Ignatius High School in San Francisco, and this is going to be his last year with the Blue Angels.
And we hope he does a flyby over St. Ignatius and does a little buzzing of the Sunset District.
I think he should. Get some teachers' attention. Oh, I hear some rumbling in the skies. Also look out for Lieutenant Commander Amanda Lee. She's the first woman to fly with the Blue Angels. And I think I hear them starting the show right now.
We can see them coming over Angel Island right now, so we are going to hand the microphone over to Lieutenant Commander Thomas Zimmerman.
Spectator area, Blue Angels 5 and 6 are accelerating to 400 miles per hour and pulling back towards the show line. To the left and right, the two solo pilots have turned their smoke on as they approach for the first of their opposing maneuvers. But ladies and gentlemen, the opposing 360 pass. The Blue Angel Diamond will momentarily be making its approach from the right. In relatively slow speed flight, they will give you an opportunity to get a close look at the precision flying that produces the 18-inch wingtip to canopy separation between these four aircraft. From the right,
the Blue Angel Diamond.
Sensation of weightlessness or ballistic flight, similar to that experienced by astronauts in space, will now be felt by the two solo pilots. Approaching center point, Lieutenant Commander Bratton and Lieutenant Commander Stengel will roll their aircraft to 90 degrees angle bank and push forward on the stick as they perform the opposing knife edge pass. Diamond is approaching for a maneuver that is likely familiar to those of you who have seen the Blue Angels perform in the past. From the right, at 400 miles per hour, the Diamond roll. All 4 aircraft flying as one in this graceful 360-degree rolling maneuver.
We used to load up on natty, unleaded and smokes. Hide from the sheriff and let down our folks. Park some old Chevy jukebox up here on the bank. Crank it till the thing won't crank. That muddy river, it was rolling. We didn't care where it was going.
Should've got one round of overtakes on.
We were young, dumb, and so full. Broken bottles and graffiti. Beer and girls and popping wheelies. Love was fun and life was easy. Now it's just water under
The 2 solo pilots will next demonstrate the inverted flight capability of the F-18. Approaching inverted from the left and right, they will roll their aircraft 360 degrees, crossing over center point. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing inverted to inverted roll. To the left, the Diamond is setting up for their next maneuver. Approaching center point on Commander Armitas's command, all 4 pilots will simultaneously roll their aircraft 360 degrees as they perform the Diamond aileron roll. Here's Commander Armitas. Aircraft pilots and enthusiasts who appreciate the difficulties associated with carrier aviation will enjoy this next maneuver demonstrated by the 2 solo pilots. To the right, Lieutenant Commander Bradley and Lieutenant Commander Stengel will establish a mirror image formation. However, look closely as both aircraft are in the carrier landing configuration as they approach for a maneuver we call the Fortis. Carrier at sea, slow-speed flight is just as important as high-speed flight. In order to demonstrate the dirty, slow-speed handling characteristics of the F-18, Commander Armitage has called for the extension of landing gear and tailhooks by the 4 Diamond pilots as they execute a maneuver that is performed by no other jet demonstration team in the world today. From the left, the Diamond Dirty Loop.
Bad chick, I could be a fantasy. I could tell you got big energy. It ain't too many of them that can handle me. But I might let you try it off the Hennessy. Make them sing to this thing like a melody. And if your girl ain't right, I got the remedy. It ain't too many of them that can handle me. Bad chick, I could be a fantasy. just being honest. Lingerie, Dolce, blindfold, tie me to the bed while we role play. Can't skill folk play, kiddo kitty cold case. I'm about shit, but tonight we do it your way. On the count of 3, bad, get money. Broke to the left, we don't want it. If you ever see me broke, I'm probably rocking the cash. Pretty face, no waist, with a big old bag. Bad chick, I could be a fantasy. I could tell you got big energy. It ain't too many of them that can handle me, but I might let you try it off the Hennessy.
To the left, Lieutenant Commander Bratton is approaching to demonstrate the maximum performance turn rate of the F-18. He'll execute a 7.5 G afterburning turn and exit the flight line vertically, showcasing the Super Hornet's turbo nose low capability.
I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I'm 1 + 1, I'm too strong. If you ain't about money, then get gone. I wanna wild out all night long. You wanna ride out, then get on. I'd hate me too if I were you. And when it comes to billions, I'll take 2. It's only one life, you don't get 2. So live life, don't let it live you.
I got a pocket full of $100 bills. Put on a jacket, cause these diamonds give you chills. 2 shots are running, 2 out, I'm starting tonight. I'm starting tonight, yeah. Look in the mirror, I'm like, who the hell is he? So many whips and cribs, I'm losing track of keys. Ooh, up to something, ooh, yeah.
As the 4 Diamond pilots approach once again, you should notice 2 significant modifications. While the wingman, Lieutenant Commander Kapushansky, and Lieutenant Commander Lee maintain minimum wingtip to canopy separation, the flight leader and slot pilot are both in the inverted position. From the right, the Blue Angel double Farvel. From behind the spectator area, Blue Angels 5 and 6 are approaching the show line at 400 miles per hour. Having rolled their aircraft 270 degrees and crossed with minimum separation, observe as both pilots sustain 6 times the force of gravity to cross their aircraft over show center. The 4 Diamond pilots are now stacked down and aft on a 45-degree bearing line to establish a right echelon formation. From the right, at 378 miles per hour, the Blue Angel Echelon Parade. Setting up for their next maneuver, Blue Angels 5 and 6 are converging on front center point to demonstrate the rapid roll rate of the F-18's fly-by-wire flight control system. Crossing center point, they'll complete 2 consecutive rolls, totaling 720 degrees, with a combined closure rate of over 800 miles per hour. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing horizontal rolls. Diamond pilots have established a left echelon formation. Approaching center point, Commander Armitage will roll the formation 360 degrees into the 3 wingmen. Over the top, the 4 Diamond pilots will showcase their precision formation flying as they make a subtle modification while in the inverted position. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angel changeover roll.
Football and Jesus, barbershop talking like nah. Shut your mouth, mama, sweet tea's the sweetest. Turn that bass up, shorty show 'em how. Yeah, we raise up, and yeah, we going down, down, baby. Go sweet in my barcode, I'ma talk to you real slow. So where the crowd that's crowd. So living that y'all like y'all.
As they exit to the right, you will notice that the entire formation has shifted back into the Blue Angel Diamond. Now the Blue Angels 5 and 6 have your attention. You've seen firsthand the ability of a tactical aircraft at high speed to sneak into a target area virtually undetected. Lieutenant Commander Stengel complete the maneuver with a series of vertical rolls, while Lieutenant Commander Braden completes his rendezvous with the Diamond to the right. To the right, Lieutenant Commander Braden has joined the Diamond in a line abreast formation. Still maintaining minimum separation, the pilots must now align themselves by looking 90 degrees from their flight path towards Commander Armitage's aircraft. They'll climb up through vertical under heavy G as they perform the very difficult 5-plane line abreast loop. As they exit to the left, Commander Armitage calls for another formation change prior to detaching Blue Angel number 5. several flight profiles of the F-18. The two solo pilots will next demonstrate precision roll rate control. Approaching center point, they'll roll their aircraft 360 degrees, pausing after each 90 degrees of rotation, crossing center point in the inverted position. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing 4-point hesitation roll.
Rolling down in the deep when your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put it in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. What you know about rolling down in the deep when your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people
From behind the crowd, the 4 Diamond pilots are rolling out in trail formation for a dynamic separation maneuver. Crossing center point, they'll climb up through vertical and smoothly shift back into the Blue Angel Diamond. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angel vertical break.
you give me freedom, freedom, freedom I've been looking for. Freedom, freedom is you. You give me freedom, freedom, freedom I've been looking for. Freedom, freedom is you. You give me freedom, freedom.
Lieutenant Commander Brad and Lieutenant Commander Stengel are approaching to demonstrate the impressive pitch rate of the F-18. Crossing center point, they'll execute a maximum performance climb with a split S reversal, bringing their aircraft back over show center. In front of the crowd, Commander Armitage is rolling out the Diamond for their next maneuver, the barrel roll break. He'll pull up through vertical, roll the formation 90 degrees, and perform a split S, finishing with a dynamic separation maneuver.
Don't know what you came for, but can I get a little rock and roll? Hip hop, a little country soul. Gonna get a little drink, you look good, go ahead, fill it up. While you in it, show a little love. I'ma sing a little country song, so let yourself lose control. Go ahead and move your feet to the groove. That's the least you can do. Gonna move, sing along to the tune. Let the music move your soul, yeah. I know you feel it. Sing it. Put your hands up. Sometimes I go by me some Tim McGraw, but sometimes I feel like T.I. Bow, bow. When I'm in love, I need my Marvin Gaye. When I want to rock, I let my Aerosmith play.
As the formation pulls to level, each pilot will perform an individual brake turn and exit the flight line in a separate direction. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angel barrel roll break.
What you came for, but can I get a little rock and roll? Pop a little country soul. Gonna get a little drink and you go ahead, feel it. Why you
Back to the right, the two solo pilots are making their approach to the flight line. Approaching center point, they will simultaneously roll their aircraft 420 degrees in section. Ladies and gentlemen, the double tuckover roll.
I should be scared, honey, maybe so, but I ain't worried about it right now. Keeping dreams alive. I'm living like I'm 90 years old. Got no regrets even when I'm broke. Yeah, I'm at my best when I got something I'm wanting to steal. Way too busy for them problems and problems to feel. Yeah, no stressing, just obsessing with sealing the deal. I take it in and let it go, but I ain't worried about.
From behind the crowd, Commander Armitage is rolling out the diamond formation for another dynamic maneuver, the low brake cross. Approaching center point, each pilot will perform an individual brake turn and exit the flight line in a separate direction. As each aircraft accelerates to 500 miles per hour, they will perform a reversal turn back towards the flight line. You should be able to follow their individual smoke trails as all 4 aircraft converge on center point with maximum closure and minimum separation. To the right, Lieutenant Commander Bratton and Lieutenant Commander Stengel are approaching to demonstrate the slow speed, handling characteristics of the Super Hornet in the clean configuration. They'll pass before you, virtually standing Blue Angels 5 and 6 in their tails. At less than 120 miles per hour, the fly-by-wire flight controls provide the slow speed handling that sets the Super Hornet apart in the air-to-air combat arena. Ladies and gentlemen, this section, High Alpha Pass. To the left, the Diamond is rolling out to demonstrate the awesome power of these General Electric F414 engines. Let's listen as Commander Armitage calls the selection of afterburner by the 4 Diamond pilots. As they pass over center point, you will hear and feel the thunder of 8 engines producing 168,000 pounds of thrust.
This
Angels, home based in Pensacola, Florida, completed an intensive winter training period at Naval Air Facility El Centro, California. The beautiful weather of the Imperial Valley provided us with the optimum conditions to fly each of the demonstration pilots on the 120 training flights necessary prior to our first public demonstration. Our show season opened on the 11th of March and runs through early November. The Blue Angels will perform 65 flight demonstrations this season while visiting 32 cities throughout the United States and Canada. The next portion of our flight demonstration will showcase all 6 aircraft flying together in formation. The Blue Angel Delta has been our signature 6-plane formation since 1958. Behind the crowd to the right, the 2 solo pilots are joining the Diamond to form the Blue Angel Delta. From the right, at 400 miles per hour, the Delta roll. All 5 wingmen maintaining position as they roll 360 degrees over center point.
And the myths, the testaments they told, the moon and its eclipse, and Superman unrolls the suit before he lived. But I'm not the kind of person that it fits. She said, where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss. Just something I can turn to, somebody I can miss. I want something just like this.
As they exit to the left, observe as Commander Armitage brings the formation back towards the flight line. Very shortly, all 6 aircraft will be approaching for the Blue Angel fleur-de-lis. In an aerial salute to our foreign deployed forces, all 6 aircraft will separate, perform individual 360-degree rolls, and the 4 Diamond pilots will rendezvous through looping maneuver. From the left, at 450 miles per hour, the Blue Angel fleur-de-lis. Let's listen in.
Ready roll.
As the 2 solo pilots exit behind the crowd to the right, the 3 wingmen are in the final stage of their rendezvous and will soon be back on the wings of Commander Armitage and Blue Angel number 1. With the fleur-de-lis rendezvous complete, the Diamond will pass before you and exit the flight line to the right. And to the right, the 2 solo pilots are rejoining the Diamond for another Delta maneuver. As they rendezvous, observe as Commander Armitage executes a reversal turn, rolling out the formation for the Delta Loop Break Cross. the top, he's floating the formation to place them directly over show center. Now, watch closely as Commander Armitage calls smoke on, ready break. As each aircraft accelerates to 500 miles per hour, they will perform a half-cubic reversal turn. As they pull up over the top, you should be able to follow their individual smoke trails as all 6 pilots simultaneously roll their aircraft 180 degrees and head back towards show center. From 6 different directions with maximum closure and minimum separation, they will converge on center point and cross with a combined closure rate of nearly 1,000 miles per hour.
Chasing the sun, I'm never down. Lying here staring up and you're looking down. I'm never down. Live forever, forever with you around. We've only just begun. Hypnotized by crumbs until forever comes. You'll find us chasing the sun. They said this day wouldn't come. We refuse to run. We've only just begun. You'll find us chasing the sun, the sun, the sun, the sun, the sun, the sun. You'll find us. You'll find us chasing the sun. You'll find us chasing the daylight's fading. We're gonna play in the dark till it's golden again. And now it feels so amazing. Can see it coming and we'll never grow old again. You'll find us chasing the sun.
For a description of our maneuvers, as well as an in-depth look at our team and individual biographies, we invite you to visit our website and follow us on social media, including Facebook and Instagram.
You'll find us chasing the daylight's fading. We're gonna play in the dark till it's golden again. And now it feels so amazing. Can see it coming and we'll never grow old again. You'll find us chasing the sun.
In front of the crowd, the Delta is making its approach to the flight line. Approaching center point, the entire formation will separate in dramatic fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angel Delta Breakout.
What if I'm far from home? Oh, brother, I will hear you call. What if I lose it all? Oh, sister, I will help you out. The sky comes falling down for you. There's nothing in this world I
Ladies and gentlemen, your United States Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron represents a time-honored tradition of pride, professionalism, and excellence, spanning 112 years of naval aviation. The 2023 team takes a great deal of pride in saluting Navy and Marine Corps aviators, maintenance crews, and support personnel everywhere. From the left, representing your United States Navy and Marine Corps, the 2023 Blue Angels.
That's it for Friday, ladies and gentlemen. San Francisco Fleet Week Air Show presented by United Airlines. And again, with thanks to the Air Show Network, the recognized leader in air show entertainment and producers of this air show. Thanks to Pier 39, Fisherman's Wharf, Hyatt Fisherman's Wharf.
And we want to thank Lieutenant Commander Thomas Zimmerman on the microphone for us this afternoon. And we also want to thank the Blue Angels flight team. Such a spectacular show. I mean, to be up close and personal, to see it, to hear it, and also to feel it as they were flying by.
Yeah, and you know, we've been so lucky to cover Fleet Week all these years, and every year it's spectacular. But that moment where they fly through the Golden Gate Bridge, that last moment, you just get the chills. You get a little emotional because it's just so spectacular to see. What a show! What a day! We couldn't have asked for a better Friday.
So thank you very much for joining us for this Fleet Week Spectacular Friday. We have brought you the parade of ships and their air show live right here on CBS News Bay Area.
And we want to leave you with some of the best sights and sounds of today's show. Have a great day.